Okay, right, settle down, members, please. Thank you. Could I ask you if you turn your mobile phones off or put them on silent? You would be so kind. And welcome to this evening's last council meeting of the year. Oh. And I know. And welcome to any residents or visitors to our site who are watching this evening. Item 1, apologies. We have apologies from Councillor Young and Councillor... And I have a message from Councillor Shonk, who says, I shall be at Thanet District Council, 16th of December, Joint Transport Board. Enjoy Christmas, everyone.
Oh, very nice.
Lovely. He did mention KCC, but I just thought I didn't really want to say that. But anyway, okay. Yes. If you want to. If you would so want to. Yeah, so excuse me, we're just putting some nibbles on the festive nibbles, I should say, on the table. Right, item 2, declarations of interest. Anybody got any declarations of interest on the agenda this evening? No, thank you. Item 3, public participation. We have no requests to speak this evening or ask any questions. Item 2 of 3, report from county councillors. We have, as you said, Councillor Chonk's not come in, and the other county councillor hasn't come to any of our meetings as yet.
Who's that?
I can't remember who it is now. We had never seen him, so I'll just say that. Okay. Item 4, minutes of council meeting. That's to approve the minutes of council meetings held on the 26th of November 2025. And minutes, questions of the record may be considered. Members, any questions in relation to those minutes?
No.
Okay, I propose acceptance of the minutes and seconded. Councillor Hetherington, all in favour, please show. Thank you, that's carried. My word, whacking. Item 5, finances including grants. Item 1 of 5, to receive a report of payments. Council was asked to note the payments authorised by the Town Clerk and RFO between the 1st and 31st of December 2025, totalling £8,675.31, and approve the payments above the threshold delegated to the Town Clerk and RFO between the 1st and 31st of December 2025, totalling £50,934.16. Members, any questions? Councillor Green?
I'm sure you've all been through them all, like I have.
Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
We rely on you, David, do we really do?
So I propose that we note and approve as appropriate.
Could I just say something? We're all familiar with Folkestone's triennial, but I actually think the Illuminate, turning this town into a town of light, is brilliant. It's brilliant. I've walked around all of it. The heart on the building, and
is this to do?
Yeah, it is. It's to say that I think that is probably one of the best spends of the money, because it's accessible to so many people. The light, and so many people are engaged. If you tried to count the number of people that were actually involved in putting lights on, you wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, the harbour looks fantastic. The RNLI was great. So. And it does feel as if, we went to the triennial in Folkestone when it first started, and it was very slow and it was very small, and it actually feels as if this is something we can build, because it has built, and clearly people are getting behind it. So yeah, well done to everybody involved.
Absolutely. So, got a proposal, if we have a seconder for approval? That's the next thing. And members on the that's carried, thank you.
Sorry, yeah.
Right, item 2 and 5, to consider and approve the draft regulation 13 policy relating to administration of the local government pension scheme an advisory note of consent is included. Members, any questions? Councillors, Austin.
Could somebody explain this?
I read through it.
Yes, I read the words, but they didn't kind of coalesce into anything in my brain. No.
Laura.
The start of this conversation is that we have a member of staff who in the next year will be going part-time and would like to draw down her pension. That is what would suit her financially. And when doing the paperwork for pension scheme to explain this, they said you need to have the relevant policy that you will permit this approved by the employer. And not just, and in conjunction with that, there's a raft of things. And so the main policies that employers must have under the local government pension scheme. And then there are certain benefits which the employer can make a decision on. These are called discretions about how to apply certain rules. Employers must create and regularly review these policies, making them available to staff and the relevant pension authority. The aim is to ensure all staff are treated fairly and consistently and that the council's approach is clear and transparent. The policy itself is the template document as recommended by the local pension scheme, and it is written in favour of the employer. I can go through each of the specific items, but what I'd suggest is we actually have so few. It's such a small team that actually somebody reaching pensionable age and how this is going to be handled comes around so infrequently that what I'd suggest is, like on this occasion, a member of staff is going part-time and would like to draw down their pension. That's quite simple. There's no additional financial cost to the council. That if and when there is something to decide, we address it at such time. Thank you very much.
Anybody else, members? So, do we approve the draft? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You want that? Okay, that's agreed. Thank you, members. It's simple. Thank you, Laura. Item 6, Open Spaces Management Agreement, is to consider and approve the Open Spaces Management Agreement provided by Thanet District Council for various pocket parks that the Town Council has requested. Members, any comments? Anything you'd like to find out or you're not happy with?
I think it's a good thing that it's on a formal basis, or will be.
Absolutely right, Councillor. Yes, indeed. I think it's something that we wanted for a while, isn't it, to get this pocket parks going. Councillor Austin?
I just wondered if at some stage in the future we identify other spaces that we might be interested in working, is it possible to add them in, or is this it once and for all?
No, I think that's part and parcel. Certainly as a cabinet member from with the other hat on, I welcome it. So if there's any more added, then that would be great. Councillor Wing?
Do we not already cut Nelson Crescent? It's not on the list. I think Nelson Crescent is always. Sometimes I think TDC does it, and sometimes we do it according to the.
Well, I don't know.
Davina.
We'd have to find that out, I think, and see how, as you say, it could be ad hoc.
It is, I think. I think it is, yeah. Yeah. I think the person that manages the gardens.
Yeah.
This has been about 4 years in last, hasn't it?
Yeah, but we've got there. Members, any further issues on this? So
more the merrier.
I will propose that we accept this. Seconded. Members, all in favour, please show. Thank you. That's carried. Wow, we're whipping through this. Right, item 7. Priorities for 25-26 and 26-27. To receive a report from the town clerk and consider the proposal contained therein for the council to become a domestic abuse champions, tackling crime and antisocial behaviour.
It's not in my copy either. It was, we've been invited to sign up for domestic abuse champion training. The dates, January and February, were quickly unavailable. We've got 2 places confirmed training on the 26th of March. And I was thinking if myself and a councillor wanted to attend, and at the moment it sounds like something that's geared towards the individual, but my thinking is that we can come back from that and think how actually the council as a whole can operate.
Excellent.
Members? I mean, it's a very, very worthwhile thing. I know when I was in the trade union for the Thanet District Council, I represented 2 female members of staff, attended court with one of them. And it's just horrendous, you know. So I'm fully supportive. Councillor Green.
I mean, it is a very worthwhile thing, but I'm not sure what agency this council would have in that social area, really.
Could it be to attend the training and then have a think about it, see what initiatives they suggest, and then think how we could promote them.
I think, I mean, my own view, Councillor Green, is that we should liaise with social services who would normally cover something like that, police, etc.
So you've reminded me, the training is organised by Kent County Council.
Right. So, Councillor Evans.
Actually, it's a question I was going to ask as to who was organising this training. I wondered if it was the Women's Trust who provide the services here for us and the domestic violence services.
No,
but it's Kent County Council. Okay, I was just curious.
So would the training be how to recognise it and where to refer? Is that the idea?
And I guess, I guess it's when if it's, say, like one of our staff and reported it to us, then we would know what signs to look out for and all those types of things, because obviously, you know, from my experience, it affects people's work and could create a hell of a lot of real issues. Councillor Vincent and Councillor Wing.
Well, I certainly would be interested in being involved, but I'm not going to take the training place because I've already done a lot of domestic violence training. So if somebody else wants that place, that's fine, but I certainly would like to be involved.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think anything that raises awareness, I think some of us have more experience of it because of the nature of our previous or existing professional roles. And we mustn't forget the impact that it has on children within a family as well. So, and I think anything that or even raises, even if there's a sticker that says domestic violence champions, it sends a message to the community that we actually care about it and we know about it and we know it happens. So I think anything that raises the awareness within the individuals and also within our community is a positive thing.
Thank you.
I'm wondering if the training gets repeated periodically. I'm conscious that whilst you're including us as councillors, we never know how long we're going to be here for. We have round of elections coming up. There will be, changes of faces, at least some changes of faces. So is this something that would be repeated on a regular basis?
So I don't remember seeing this training offered before. It doesn't mean that it hasn't been, but I think this is the first time I've been offered it.
Yes, I mean, like Councillor Harrington, Councillor Wayne, I have, and Councillor Nixie probably, I have professional experience, so I would want to take up a place that someone else might value. But I'm also thinking about what happens in 18 months' time.
Yeah. Councillor.
I think it's really lovely to see this on here because I think it's really important. I think one of the things that we as a council are doing, especially like promoting healthy lifestyle and things like this, I mean, this is just a facet of that. I think the other thing that I really want to say about this, it's very interesting that it's KCC giving training. I think as a council needs to know what the training for the county is on a council level, just so that we can argue the case to maybe another council that might not be doing the same as we should be doing. And I applaud the officers and people at KCC to do this, but I'd also like to hold them for account for what they're not doing.
Well, I think we ought to. I think this needs to be fully examined before we go anywhere with it. Councillor Evans.
Yeah, following on from what Councillor Nixie said, as we know, they weren't particularly receptive to domestic violence when the women's group went to KCC recently. So
yeah, violence against women.
because it is a government agenda. I mean, we are really trying to do something about domestic violence.
Councillor Austin.
And we know that the majority of violence against women and girls is perpetrated by people they know, partners, etc., etc., etc. But the rhetoric at that Kent County Council meeting was very different.
Yes.
And we need to be setting our stall out in terms of the kind of council that we are, which is not that kind of council.
I agree.
So, I mean, I would propose, seeing as we don't know much about this, that we ask the town clerk to dig into this even deeper and then come back to us with how it's going to be done, who's doing it, who's providing it at KCC, how many can we have on there, or, you know, to take the training, blah, blah, blah. Will the training be done at KCC? Will they come here? There's all kinds of issues like that. So, if we could, so I would propose that.
Yeah.
Seconder? Good. Thank you, Councillor Austin. All in favour? Thank you, Carried.
Chair,
Yes.
this title, priorities
Yeah.
for the 2 years, I mean, was it intended as a more general discussion of our priorities for the coming year? Because if it is, then I think we should formally take note of the extensive consultation that's been going on in the town. And the future we should consider that in the whole.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Councillor Green, and the thing is as well, I think we've already shown that we are listening to our residents by what we've done with security and other things that we're trying to get to and achieve. I suppose we do really need to sit down and get a list of things that we want to do. So I believe that we should bring this back and with a list and ask members. I will ask you why you're here. You know, if you've got things you think that we should be doing, let the town clerk know and then we can put them together. Councillor Wing?
I know that free members, that free session we had with Bradford House I found really useful. And I think, wouldn't it be a good idea to have an informal meeting where we could just talk freely about bringing issues or things we think are priorities for our own wards. Instead of making it formal, then it's very restrictive.
Well, we could have a formal, informal meeting.
And we could be sent the results of all the surveys that have been undertaken with residents, which is quite a few, I think, and look at what residents' priorities are. Like you said, there is a move towards trying to address them.
Well, I think
in an unstructured meeting, it would be much better.
I think Councillor Green's already, when he's raised that, it's in relation to the, I forget what it's called, Pride and Place or private place, of which the residents were asked to put in and prioritise what they want, and their three main priorities are the things really that we can probably achieve. Councillor Austin.
I would like, if possible, for us to note in the minutes our thanks to Councillor Green and his colleagues for what's happening with
for God, yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And Councillor Green and his deserve praise and gratitude for it.
Very much so.
Excellent news.
Lovely jubbly. Okay. All right, members, with that, so we're okay with that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, item 8, committee minutes. which is to note the following committee minutes for approval by the respective committees. Planning and Infrastructure Committee, 3rd of December 2025. And item 2, Finance and General Services Committee, 3rd of December 2025. Members, any comments? At all? I propose acceptance. All in favour? Seconder, please. Sorry. Councillor Green. All in favour? Thank you. Carried. 9. Item 9. Civic Protocol, to receive a written report from Mrs Kay Hobbs, Mayor's Assistant, and consider the recommendation contained therein regarding the civic robes.
Thank you.
I'll pass over to you.
The suggestion is that we bring back into use the blue council robes, which are a much more classic, heavier, better quality robe, but possibly at the town sergeant's discretion, depending on whether to bring out the heavier winter robes and or save the lightweight black ones for if there's a heat wave.
Councillor Austin.
When we say bring back into use, do we still have them?
Yes.
Do we still
Yes.
have them?
Yeah.
Why not?
And they've been protected by moths. And I'll have to say that after the last, I can't even remember what one it was. Oh, it was Remembrance. And I had a few people saying to me, "You look like Headmaster. Where's your mortarboard?"
Yes, exactly.
And,
It's a certain Harry Potter sort
and
of.
I thought, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. So maybe we should look a little bit more flamboyant.
More glamour, that's what I
Yeah.
say.
Glamour.
Glamour.
Yes, I want tights and garters.
If we're going to do it,
Exactly,
Yeah, we
David.
don't get much out of this.
No. Tights and garters, I think, David.
Yellow tags, obviously.
Councillor Crittenden.
I was going to be a little bit more serious than what's just preceded and suggest that we go with the latter half of it and allow for the town sergeant's discretion.
Yeah.
I certainly prefer the heavier weight ones, but I am just thinking we do have one particular event at the Turning Circle every year where I think we die in the heat at the best of times, and I really think that we would have valued the lighter weight ones on that particular occasion.
Well, I think you should wear them when it's red hot, so let's see who's got it and who ain't.
Yes.
No, I'm joking,
But
joking.
I think there's a comment about the town sergeant.
Yeah.
I think if the mayor's got to wear the thing,
Absolutely, Councillor Hudson.
I dug out an old photograph. I think it was when Kay was mayor, and the blue robes were in use then, and the councillors were wearing hats and the shadows. Do we still have those?
And the gloves.
I don't know.
Frilly.
Anyway, we shall see what is in Narnia when we open the cupboard. And we'll see what we've got.
Winter again.
Obviously, we let the town sergeant decide on the day, whether it depends on the weather, doesn't it? What we wear. So, members all in favour of that? Okay, thank you. Okay. My thing is gone. Right, item 10, updates from the councillors' representatives on outside bodies. Is there anybody, I'm looking at Councillor Green, who's in the most important one at the moment, but is there any other member who wants to speak who are on anything on the outside body? No? Councillor Green.
well, yeah, I mean, it's just on the Pride in Place committee that I'm the representative on. The main news concerns Pie Factory, of course, and as far as the board's concerned, then we're supporting the payment in full of what KCC wants in order not to sell the building off. Not ideal, using the money to pay off KCC, but needs must.
In the devil's eye, indeed.
I think it's right that we do it. It's not finally agreed until TDC's cabinet. Thursday. But I don't anticipate any problems there. They seem up for it, and we should be very grateful that they are, because they're actually stumping up the money with the board agreeing to pay them back over 2 years as the finances come in.
Yeah.
The other item I wanted to mention is the board is still operating. I mean, it's early days for the board. We're getting to know each other. But we're still operating with a temporary chair who has done a good job, but doesn't want to be the permanent chair. And as far as I know, nobody else on the board has put their names forward to be the permanent chair. If nobody does, by the time of the next meeting, then we will be looking for a chair from outside of the board members.
I'll do it.
You can't do it.
Oh no, I can't. I'm just joking, Tony.
Bizarrely, no elected member can be chair.
Yeah.
We only represent people.
Yeah. But that's how it is. That's what the government wants. So we will be looking for somebody from the great and good of Ramsgate to be the
People that could be on there.
Thank you, David, for that. I think it's just one important point out of that Sandy District Council won't be owning the property. It won't be owning it, it'll be Pie Factory owning it. And I think that's an important thing to say. Okay, thank you for that, Councillor Green. No one else got anything, that's fine. Item 11, we have to go, we need to go into confidential mode. And just for the sake of people watching, the item that we're discussing contains contractual information, and therefore we can't put that in the public domain at the moment. So therefore we need to go to in a private session. I would recommend that under the Public Bodies Act 1972, public and accredited representatives of newspapers, blah, 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 we get rid of. So, members, can I ask you to vote all in favour, please, in private? Thank you. Seconded, Councillor, yeah. So, anyway, before you go, visitors, residents watching online from Ramsgate Town Council, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and go down the harbour and see the lights and everything like that. Enjoy.